Okay, so here I am, really tired, and I want to go to sleep, but I figured I would just demo this very basic system here. This Bullseye is so simple. Where it gets complicated uh, is when you get into recovery. That's when the art comes into it. It's the skill comes into it. Uh, right now we're right at the 50 mark. So 50, 100 bets, 100 coups, not bets, but 100 coups is the expectation. 101 coups actually is the expectation for the drawdown event. In other words, a progression loss. So in other words, one of these moves right here, like this, or this one, or this one, and this one, even this one. This is a normal progression. This is a normal loss situation right here. It's just that the chips are doubled at this point, so the move is twice as big. So anyway, it's due in about 50 spins. So obviously it could hit earlier, so that's kind of exciting. We're kind of moving closer to it. We've got a nice profit buffer of 1148. So anyway, this is basically it. So and here's how the software works with the update. Um, so you just click the button, the plus. It automatically advances the percentage chance to hit, so you can see what your percentage chance was, and then it counts the total number of spins. And then when you get a hit, you record it, and it'll reset the spins for you, and yet it'll keep the total number of spins, so you can figure out what your expectation is. So it's nice. I mean, just to follow along. And this is so. I mean, you could be listening to music or your favorite audio-based videos. I mean, you can do a split screen even. It's just so simple. You just bet. And the system, this little software here tells you when to raise, so it's so easy. And there's 171 bets in here, which is the longest I've ever had a progression go. And I just basically am doing that to keep the loss events as rare as possible. Um, yeah, this is it right here. 99 99.91825% chance of it failing twice in a row. And then just the third time in a row is like 1 in 1.33 million. So you get 3 in a row like that. So this is very strong. This is very strong, and as opposed to where I had it before, which is right here, okay, and here you see 99.99264, um, and then you've got 99.99974% before you hit 1 in 4 million, which is right there. Yep. And that's too swingy. It's got too much swing in there, which we've now eliminated. And so now all we have to do is just worry about recovery, and we don't have all of these loss events like this one. We shouldn't even see this 12 in our lifetime, and we should be dealing with basically with this, and this should be very rare. This should be a very rare event, and when it happens, fine, okay. But we can definitely. It's really not this event so much that's the problem. It's this event that shows up more than expected. That's really what it is what's called a successive drawdown. That's been the problem. Okay, successive drawdown, which let's see that. Let's look at that. That's like this right here. So it goes down and then it comes back up, and we're supposed to, you know, get back up higher, and instead it comes back down again, comes back up, comes back down again. See, that right there is what destroyed me the first time playing it, and I just didn't realize this is what we were looking at here. This move. I mean, I knew it existed because I had done the computer testing, but it's supposed to be like so rare. But it got me, and it wiped out 5,000 units of profit plus a bankroll of like, I think I had like a 17,000 units bankroll because I fought the whole way for like 2,100 spins as it came down, and it just wiped out my bankroll. Instead of 1,750, I was down like 22,000. So, I mean, it was like insane. And so I learned you don't fight it like that. That's not how you do it. So I'm just basically watching now for this event to show up and see, you know. So let's just continue on here, and you just let the system. We'll just do a few more spins and get out to 37 if it goes that far, and it'll automatically tell me when to raise, so I don't even have to worry about it. And this online casino, this particular online casino, it runs. Um, it actually runs. What is it? Oh, 500 spins an hour. So I'm pretty happy with that. 500 spins an hour. So, um, yep. So all you got to do is just keep going. And it's so simple and easy, and the statistics are the best. I mean, as far as cost to pay out to percentage chances, all that in that ratio is the best you can get. So I mean, if you're playing online, obviously it's a whole lot easier. There's our 50% mark. Um, but if you go to um, if you're at an online casino, obviously they're going to spin, instead of like 500 spins an hour, they're going to spin like 60 spins an hour or maybe less. So yeah, you better want to take a book with you or something, like get something else to do while you're waiting for your spins to clock off, because it's going to take about 3 hours to go through a full progression. So you'd want to have a good book. So there you are. Now it says bet two. It made a little beep, made a little purple thing. So now we just raise it up. It's just so simple, and keep going. See, now it's just back to two again, and it's going to just keep tracking it. Now obviously we're due right here, so we're now um, less than expectation, which is good. That's what you want. You want to be on the right side of statistics as much as possible. Um, I haven't done the math for the overall statistics, like where we are for all 1,000 plus units that we've got so far. I have no idea what it is actually, but we've been running. The last session was over expectation or under it. I mean, in other words, we were getting less than expectation, and it's not really a high priority for me right now. I mean, I'm just focusing on this 71%. That's been coming through consistently. Obviously, I haven't had a loss event yet, so. And the additional progression has saved me twice. I had it at 114, 114 bets, and I went out to now to there. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so you hit the hit button, and it logs the hit. It clears the spins, and then it keeps the total number of spins. So it's so simple. All I do is I just go over here and I log the the win. So +5, obviously it's a subpar event. We were um, over expectation, or yeah, in other words, we didn't get. You got a hit outside of expectation. Just so tired, and so now we just keep going here. So we're definitely due on this. Not super due, but we're underperforming, if you will. Yeah. And I think you pretty much get the idea on this. I'm just basically grouping these sessions in like 100 units of profit. Um, I don't know. I just feel like doing that. But after every progression event, I start a new session. So I don't know. Just in case it makes a difference. I mean, it can't hurt. I'm not going to get worse, you know, and I just, if I keep switching sessions, um, so, and, you know, I, I'm not going to miss the Black Swan event. Right now we're in a White Swan state, and we haven't switched over to the Black Swan yet. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's 20 units. Okay, so now we're overperforming by slightly, by 7 spins, and that's plus 20. And so, you know, that's pretty much a quick demo on how this works. And I'll just go ahead and end this video now rather than prolong it out for unnecessarily. So, thanks a lot.